Good evening, everyone. I hope you're well. I just thought I'd make this video for you guys tonight to react to this Sky News article which came up on my stream early morning today. And the headline is, Asylum Seekers Told How to Be Good Neighbours and Not Hang Around Street Corners During Orientation Process. Now, whenever I do a news review, I don't do Jackanory, so don't worry, it'll be less than 3 minutes, so bear with me. First things first, asylum seekers. I take umbrage to that because they're not asylum seekers. What they are economic migrants. These are country tourist shoppers. They could have claimed asylum in Italy. They could have claimed asylum in France. They could have claimed asylum in Austria or Germany or Belgium or Denmark or Sweden. No, but they're here. So now, the poor people of Essex, now you've got Wethersfield. They are now opening up this camp. And if you read the actual article itself, now 1,700 are going to be there. Now, as somebody who lives in Folkestone, I'm not sure I've told you that before, but I'm sure you do know. It's not the first camp that is being used to house illegals. But one thing that I want to draw your attention to is that on arrival, all asylum seekers, they're not, will be given an induction briefing in the reception room. There's a sign which says welcome. They're not welcome, especially not by the local community. But each person will be given a welcome pack, including basic toiletries that they'll need. But it will also include guidance on how to be a good neighbour. How to be a good neighbour. How about you keep yourself to yourself, don't come out, the local community don't want you, we don't want you, go back. So listen to this from Cheryl Avery, Asylum Accommodation Director at the Home Office, said, everybody who arrives here goes through an orientation process to understand what acceptable behaviour is. They shouldn't need to be told what acceptable behaviour is. Just because you've come from the third world doesn't mean that you can import your behaviours onto us. I can give you so many examples of crimes committed by people that have floated across on the boat and indeed taxied into the UK. We know they've been through quite a lengthy journey and they're in a new environment. It's important that they understand how to fit in and be part of the community and minimise any impact. No, they don't. They don't give two solitaries. I've seen it for myself. In Folkestone, we've got 600 or 700. And they don't want to ingratiate themselves with the local community. They maraud around town, harass girls, shoplift, smoke, drink. I know it. So Wethersfield, I feel sorry for you. There's a guide presented to each individual. They're given details in their own language and provide them what it is to be a good neighbour. We're really keen that people understand how to fit in because it's a very different culture. It's a very different environment and it's really important they understand that. They don't want to understand. That's the problem. Now this, Wethersfield, is not far from Colchester. It's not far from Braintree, and then further on to the east is Colchester. I lived in Colchester for 3 months with my parents whilst I was working out how I could actually get a house in London whilst I was commuting from Colchester to London Liverpool Street every single day in order to get a place to live whilst I was being a financial journalist. The average age of somebody in Colchester is probably between, 50 and 65. It's not a place for young men. It's not a place for young men. Trust me on that, it's not. Chelmsford, a lot younger demographic. Colchester, not at all. I just think it's wrong. They shouldn't have to be told what it is to have acceptable behaviour. So anyway, on that note, guys, I'm going to love you and leave you. Please leave me a comment because I always love reading them. I love reacting to them. Please leave us a like, share, subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. What an absolute joke. Bye for now, guys. Bye-bye.